the RBI versus the government. Is the government trying to raid the RBI's balance sheet? Now, you're fairly, I wouldn't say sympathetic with the government, but you're slightly critical of the RBI, saying, look, the RBI needs to accept criticism as well. I mean, look what it did, slept on the fact that we discussed bad loans were around for so long. Correct. But you're not saying that the RBI should lose its independence, are you?
Absolutely. I think I think that, you know, the RBI is one of India's most respected, legitimate institutions.
And let not another institution go.
And for good reasons. I mean, let's be fair. I think they've done a very good job over the years for very good reason, right? I think that is, almost sacred and inviolate. I think we have to maintain that. But I think where we need to be a little bit more nuanced is that independence does not preclude, I would say, in fact, requires cooperation, consultation, communication, all of these. So I think we need both. We need both and openness. Now, coming to this specific question of the raiding the RBI's balance sheet, the government has a lot of excess capital. I think, right?
Like, for example, we've got 100 million tons of food grains. We need 30, 40 million, but they've got 50, 60 million too much.
Mr. Agriculture is a very good analogy. Very good analogy. Excellent analogy. Exactly. Now, that's a technical issue. But I think that part of the problem has arisen because the RBI has not been open to discussing this as a technical issue. That's part of the problem, but we leave that aside. But I think that technical analysis does not automatically flow into the obvious policy recommendation. And let me be very clear, it's very important. One, there is excess reserves, right? Two, it should be deployed, but only for recapitalizing the banks, and only if that recapitalization is done along with reforms of the banks. Two,
that's very crucial statement. So the excess capital should not go to the government, it should go to banks. That's huge difference.
It should, and let me emphasize that, it should not go towards routine financing of spending, balance sheet, the deficit financing. That would amount to...
Should not go to deficit financing,
that would amount to raiding the RBI.